All right, y'all, what's the deal? What's happening? What's cracking? What is happening? I have not seen y'all in a little bit. So we over here posted up at my house. Got the sick ass blitz. Wait, is it? Wait. Okay, so it shows up like facing right and this way. It's actually facing the wrong way though. But anyways, that thing is sick. And I got the BMW Motorsports thing right here. We just kicking it today. We just kind of cleaning up around my garage and everything like that. But we're going to start working on the E30. We're going to start working on my race car E30 because I haven't messed with it in years. You guys don't know, this is my race car E30. I've had that thing since, I don't know, 2018? 2019? I don't know. I had it since high school though. And that was my first like sick ass drift car. And I've had a couple since then, and I had a couple before then too as well. But this is my thing right here. This is my baby right here. So we're gonna start working on this thing again. It's gonna come back to life. And we got some new plans for it, so it should be pretty dope. So if you guys haven't already gone and checked out the video about that car, you know, there's some other posts about it, but we're gonna start messing with it a little bit today. So we were gonna put this S52 up into it, but I don't know if we're gonna do that anymore. I'm really thinking about doing an M54 swap in that car because it'll be bad and it'll be fast. This is it right here. So it has, I had a Laguna Green E30, and then I had like a Laguna Green coupe, or actually it was a sedan. It was a 4-door. So this doesn't have, you guys can see, it doesn't have the hole for the third brake light. So it doesn't have third brake light on this car. Hey Ash, be quiet. So no third brake light on this car, and then it also has the hood from it. But the inside of the car is just whooped. This thing is super dirty inside. So we're gonna start cleaning this bitch up. Ash! Shh. Alright, so, and we already had some NRG racing harnesses that we had in that car, because back when I was in high school, I got those so I was able to take people with me in the car, because I wasn't able to back then because I didn't have a seatbelt for the passenger, you feel me? I didn't feel comfortable taking girls in the car, so I had to get some racing harnesses for it. And that was literally just the easiest thing because I didn't have stock seats in that car, so I didn't have a buckle. I don't know, it was just the easiest thing. I got a good deal on them. But look at the back of the Prisma. Back of the Prisma, sick. But we got this Johnny right here. Man, this thing is super badass. And it's got the NRG slider. I think that was for a S14 if I'm not mistaken. Or an S13, I think it's the same shit. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to use it on the E30. And hopefully we can use it because it would be super badass to have a slider with the racing seat. I've never had a slider with the racing seat. That car's always had a racing seat in it. I got it with a racing seat in it. And then the entire time I ever drove that car, I had a racing seat in it. And then that car, I ended up breaking an oil pan in it in high school. And then that's why I started going overboard with the car. And that's why it's been sitting there ever since. That was in 2020 because I just kept buying other cars and building other stuff. And I have other interests and stuff like that. So it's just kind of been on the back burner that whole time. But it came to me with the racing seat in it. And then I sold it to the homie since the car's been down. And I'm going to put another racing seat back in it. I'm going to actually probably do it right now. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. But we're getting ready to put it in there at least. Maybe not today. But I've never even driven that car with a regular seat in it, I don't think. I might have around the corner. But those comfort seats are getting ripped right out of that thing again. But let's go clear that thing out because it is havoc inside of that car. So I'll show you guys that in a second. I'm going to put the head view on so we can kind of like, you know, check it out. Alright, y'all, so let's get to this. I have not opened this thing in years, so we're gonna open this thing up right now. Alright. Wow. Wow, just wow. Bro, I don't even know what all this shit is. Okay, there's grills for it. Car has grills. Interesting. Alright, y'all. So, my car was a fucking mess. Look at this shit, y'all. Alright, so this is a harness. I have a custom chassis harness that I got from, it came in one of my cars, but it's from Alpha Motorsports. It's from the homie. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I just have so much shit all over the fucking place. Bunch of trim pieces for the car, bunch of trim pieces. Yeah, just literally everything. Starting to get this thing cleared out. I really want to put the seat in and mock it up. So I got the garagistic. I've had these for a while. I've had them. Actually, I got them with the car. So I really want to mount the seat up. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna clean up in here a bit though, because, like, dude, it is fucking bad in here. This thing has years and years of dirt inside of the car that have not been cleaned out of it. So let's try to get all that. I don't know, I'm gonna just like spray. I'm gonna vacuum it maybe and then spray it down, and I don't know, we'll see what happens right now. I have that vacuum though, so we're gonna use that one. All right, y'all, so I thought I was recording, but I was not recording, and I ran out of footage on I ran out of space on my GoPro. But it took longer than I expected. But check this out, y'all. We got the Prisma in the car, mocked up. Man, this thing looks so good inside of the car. I'm really digging it. Let me put this down for a second and put the light on my head, I guess. That'll make it a little bit easier. But I don't like how it looked like, how it sits over like in the car. But I got the, look at, with the garagistic, the mounts. Nice back. I love this thing. The Prisma side mounts, and then yeah, the Prisma seat. This thing looks super good. I really like it. I hate how on E30s though, how it doesn't look like centered. You know what I mean? It doesn't look centered in the car. But I have it against to the right as much as I can possibly get it over to the right. Cause this is with the seat up and it's like almost touching right there. And I don't want it to be touching right there. I'm probably gonna end up putting carpet in this thing. But yeah, it gets real close. And this is the small seat, but oh well, not the biggest deal. But it does have the rails. I was able to get it on here with the rails. So it has rails in it. It's got the Prisma in here mounted up, and let's check it out. I think that even though it sits like that all weird, yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why E30s are like that. I mean, it kind of is not centered on you, but it's not the biggest thing. You know what? Honestly, I didn't even notice that before. Like back in the day, I might have to like bang like a dent out of right here, or maybe I could like do it. I don't know. I hate that they sit like this though inside of E30s. And if you guys have an E30 with a racing seat, then you guys know that that's just a thing. I don't know if there's a way around it, but Prisma mounted inside of the car looks super good. I love the way this thing looks inside of the car. So we got out of my living room. It was in my living room this whole time, so it's been in my living room for like a year, so I'm glad that it's out of my living room. And then if any of my followers or anybody watching this video knows the part number, like the link for this, it's Street Faction. I'm pretty sure it's for an S13 or S14 because that seat had S13, S14 seat rails on it before when I got it. And that was on the bottom. It had the sliders mounted on this. And then I thought that I could use this, but I couldn't. It doesn't fit in my car. So I don't know. If anybody needs that, tap me and I'll sell it to you for a good price. It's like brand new. But besides that, no, we got the seat mounted in the car. It's out of my way, not in my house anymore. I just need to figure out. I didn't think it was going to take that long to get that seat in there, but it did. And then I have so much stuff here. So I'm going to end up going through some of this stuff. If you guys need E30 parts, tap in with me. Leave a message below. Or follow me on Instagram. It's lunatic13. It's with 2 Ks, but lunatic 13, and I can sell you guys some shit if you guys need anything that I have, because I have way too much stuff. But we have the trim parts for the car. We got other trim parts that I took off my green E30 when I was parting it out. So we're gonna go through some of this stuff, clean it all up. I mean, throw away what we don't need. Like, I don't need this extra harness anymore. I'm gonna make sure I don't need it, but it's just gonna suck when I do need it. But you know what? That's just how life goes. So I'm gonna end up getting rid of it. I need to get rid of a lot of junk. So I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm gonna go through all my trash. We'll come in here tomorrow and we will clean it all up. So we'll get some more footage on that. Hopefully we get it all, you know, nice and cleaned up. We vacuumed out the car though. We didn't get to that side, but it wasn't bad on that side because the window was up. But we vacuumed out the car, and then we need to get it painted in here, and then start working on this thing, and start working on all the projects. But I would like to see if I can find an M54 for this thing for a cheap price, just because this car was already so fast before. It was super fast before with how gutted it was, and just the modifications that was done to it at the time, the way that it was running. And yeah, this time around, I really think that I want to do an M54 inside of the car, because it's just, man, it'll just be so ridiculously fast. It's so easy to make power with those motors, and this thing would be a rocket ship, and it would be hard to try to get it to grip. So that's another thing too. But you know, I'm all for it, and it sounds like a good idea. It sounds like something that I'm interested in. So, you know, man, I think I'm noticing things on my car too. Like, I don't think this was ripped before, but it's just been sitting for all these years too. I don't think this was ripped before. This has nice like, I don't think that was ripped. Dang, that thing is crisp. Yeah, I need to go through and clean this car though, because like, look at this thing. It is filthy. This thing has been just sitting out here neglected for a long time. So I need to get a car cover for this thing too as well. Stay tapped in. Well, I'll get a blinker for you guys too, because I tried doing that for you guys on the last one, but I ran out of footage, and then I was like short on air too. I still got the blinker though. All right, blinker for y'all. Yeah, I'm short on breath right now. Maybe because I'm working around and shit. I have my brace on right now too, because my back was hurting. But I'm doing too much. I'm doing way too much than what I should be doing right now. And I lifted up a couple things that were like around 5 pounds or like a little heavier. And I really shouldn't be lifting anything higher than probably like 4 pounds, 5 pounds, like max. So we're gonna go ahead and clean all this up, and then we'll get some new footage in a couple of days, or hopefully tomorrow. But y'all stay tapped in, stay tuned in, hit that like and subscribe, please, because I'm trying to get my subscribers up. And if you guys are interested in the content, you know, we gonna keep working on this. We gonna keep doing more YouTube as much as possible to try to make ourselves better at doing the YouTube, make our content more interesting. Hopefully you guys watch to the end and just have a good time, enjoy it. So shout out to all my subscribers and all my homies and all my friends on here as well. Much love to you guys. Stay tapped in, stay tuned in. We got some cool stuff coming. Later, y'all.